Hi, here we go again. A healthy relationship for an empathic person starts with having a healthy relationship with themselves. As said, empaths tend to enter relationships with people who only take and do not give back healthy, emotional, connective, supportive, respectful, appreciative, and loving relationships in return. The driving force for the empath often is childhood trauma, as said before, and the idea that they must make other people happy by making them emotionally available, even if the other person is not capable because of their childhood trauma. The other person only takes in what they receive and hardly gives anything worthwhile back in return. Subsequently, the empath keeps feeding pearls to swine and tries to fill up a bottomless pit by throwing all their love into it. To top it off, they get disappointed, feel guilty, and start doubting if a healthy relationship will ever be possible with and for them. They even tend to give up any future ideas about a next relationship. Just imagine, dear empath, that the only thing you need to change is the type of people you give your love to. Is it strange that if you feed pearls to swine, they eat without swallowing, as if they have not been eating for years and are emotionally starving, which they are? Is it strange when you feed them love while they have been starving the same love? That they devour you and your delicious gourmet meal without properly tasting, let alone appreciating it? No. These people take what they can from you and run like hell. They feed themselves like swine without properly tasting the quality of your food, afraid that there is not enough or that someone will take it from them or that they have to share, which they don't. They share almost nothing of what you feed them in return, leaving you feeling abandoned, betrayed, and deceived because your delicious meal has not been appreciated enough or loved enough. But the problem is not you or your delicious meal of love and light. The problem is who you feed it to. You cannot expect from a swine that it has proper table manners and eats with fork and knife, giving you a nice tip and compliments to the chef when they finish you and your exorbitant meal. But that's what you do in real life. And ultimately, you are the one feeding this kind of people. And they just do what they do, and then you regret not adding poison to their food because you didn't get the proper appreciation. In real life, if you were a chef in a gourmet restaurant, would you like to cook for guests who are notorious for molesting your dishes by dumping it into their throats and even complaining afterward that it was not sweet enough? Or would you kick them out? Would you kick them out of your restaurant, confident that the right and appreciative guest would eventually come, really enjoying ecstatically your gourmet meal prepared with all the love in you, lifting and motivating you with their compliments and smiles on their faces for what you have given them? The problem, my dear empath, is not that you are not doing enough to prepare your most delicious meal and that this meal is not magical enough. The problem is that you are feeding it to the wrong guests. Because you do not appreciate and value yourself enough to feel worthy enough to serve the proper guest at your dinner table. Because you still believe you must prove to the swine you are a good cook. Defend and explain to the swine why you made it like this and not differently, and sacrifice yourself over and over again every day in the kitchen of life to prevent the cursing from your never satisfied own personal Gordon Ramsay, who looks disgusted at the dish or quantity you have to offer, with you as their main course. Your cooking, giving, love, attention, support, respect, and sacrifice are not the problem. You are the problem by giving them to the wrong guests. You should be your main guest first. And then you should be picky about who is allowed to join your feast of consequences, your main course, your meatloaf of love, your self-love stew. Bon appetit. I love you. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.